Before starting Brookdale, I didn't know where I was going, what I was doing, but with the help of all the wonderful professors I both was fortunate to have and fortunate to encounter, I managed to both move on, figure out what I wanted to do for my major and go on and do well in my studies compared to what I was doing in high school. And I happen to have brought up my grades a whole lot. All right, is that good?
I was very fortunate to have an amazing English professor my first semester here at Brookdale. Karen Strickland was my teacher for English 121, and she was amazing. She had such a passion for the subject she taught, and it showed through all of her work. She encouraged all of her students to perform to the best of their ability, and she would always be there to help and encourage us where we needed encouragement and guide us where we needed the guidance. It was obvious she wanted us to do well. What she taught in class was really helpful, and I was able to take what she taught and use it in all my other classes. I'm grateful that I had her my first semester because what I learned has traveled with me.
When I was transitioning from high school into college, I was worried that I wasn't going to have the same help I had in high school in college. My learning disability makes seemingly easy things for other students a little bit more difficult to me. I just needed help. Susan Scarangella, the speech department learning assistant, was always welcoming and patient every time I came to her with anything, any of my speeches. She was a big help. It was kind of like we had shared the same grade, like my work was her work. The term learning assistant definitely fits because she made learning and understanding things 10 times easier. I really just can't thank her enough.
In 2010, I was really sick and I was in a wheelchair. And I was really, really lucky that I had Professor Ed Stein as my ceramics teacher. He was so accommodating. He let my mom come to class with me to help get supplies and help bring things to the table. He always went out of his way to make sure that I would still get the full class experience too. And even at the end of the semester, he went out of his way again, and he said if I made anything at home, that my mom could bring them to the school and he would fire them for me in his kiln. So I was just really lucky to have that kind of experience at Brookdale.
At Brookdale, I have had some great teachers. I want to list some of these great teachers I've had from the English department: Mark Bonagura, Donna Pope, Vincent Carnevale, and Liz DeBeer. From the criminal justice department, Anthony Pelicane. From the psychology department, Professor Jalassel. And from the math department, Spiro Robis. I would really like to talk about Spiro Robis. He is a very awesome teacher. He's extremely funny. Every time I went to class, I was always dying because he always made great jokes, and it helped me learn. Also, how he taught that he used PowerPoints to review tests. That took things like from Mario and Mortal Kombat and made the scary things like chi-square and binomial distributions and made it relate to something that I kind of knew and something that I could really learn all these difficult statistic things. Also, because of this, he was really easy to understand. He took something that was really scary to me, like statistics, and made it really simple for me to understand it and learn it. And because of him, I accelerated in the class and I did great. Overall, he took a class that for me was impossibly hard and made it really easy for me. And I really hope other kids take him and they really enjoy him like I enjoyed my time with him, because he really helped me learn in a great way.
I've had many good experiences at Brookdale, and some have stood out to be great. One in particular was when I started my English 095 course. We had to go to the Writing Center 8 times over the course of the semester. My first appointment was with Kathleen Hammond, and my expectations weren't too high. After my first appointment, she blew away the expectations. She helped me in every aspect of my paper, between writing the structure of it, the punctuation, and the grammar. She also took a personal interest in what I liked and things that I did. We would talk about how work was that day. We would talk about what I did over the weekend. We would talk about things I was going to do. And it was nice to have someone who actually cared about me and my personal interests instead of just treating me as another appointment and just scooting me out the door after our 30 minutes. I will definitely make another appointment with her again, and I would recommend her to just about anybody.
Brookdale's a good fit for me because their summer program is more broad than at my university. I can take a lot of classes at different times, whether it's in the day, whether it's at nighttime. It fits with my school schedule or me being a single mom. It allows me to really be able to get in and fit in where I can here at Brookdale. I'm a transfer student here at Brookdale, and I chose to take Brookdale classes here in the summertime because Brookdale allows me to have a schedule that is fitting for my lifestyle. I'm a full-time mom and I work full-time, so Brookdale, with their variety of classes, allows me to take classes that I really need so that I can graduate faster or graduate on time. Being with that, I choose Brookdale to allow me to transition into the person that I want to be as far as my degree purposes and in life.